Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And now I can talk to my subscriber on the year 2000, 2003. 30. I still remember that year very well. At that time, I was still a 60th grader, not knowing much about work, just busy playing and enjoying every day. But who would have thought that years would be such a meaningful years in my life? And the older my journey found my first love. My journey in Borobudur was a beginning of everything. A magnificent temple that stands firmly with its reliefs then tell stories of ancient times. And I remember how the wine blazed softly, as if delivering whispers of stories that had not happened. I stood here, staring at the horizon that was starting to turn red, imagining the long adventure of life I didn't know. At the end of that journey, I would find someone who changed my heart off for the first time, and after that journey, I stayed at Akang house in a city that was not too foreign, but also not where I came from. His house was simple but warm. His smell of typical dishes cooked by Akang mother always filled the room, creating a comfortable home atmosphere. I spent the night there telling stories, playing game, and enjoying time without having to rush. I felt calm, but I don't know that fate was weaving another, more thrilling story of me. Then she came, Yuka Raziza. Her name is so beautiful, like a poem composition of the softest letter. He was pretty and cute, like a small flower head that adjusts and bloomed in spring. I still clearly remember the first time I held her hand. It was small and warm, holding a little hesiancy. But there was something there that made my heart beat faster than usual, as even the world stopped spinning for a moment, leaving only Me and her in a space that only the heart could understand. That day was Wednesday, March 3, 2050, 40. At the religious study group at night, while prayers were being heard in silence, he approached with me slow step. I stared at her, my heart beating erratically. Then I asked a voice. He asked for my number. Simple, but I was enough to change the word I knew instantly. I gave it to her with trembling hands, as if giving a piece of my heart that I had never given to anyone before. Since that night, everything has been different. She and I always chatted, exchanged stories, filled our day with a simple time endearment. I would not never say sayang sayang. Time flew so fast when I was with her, as if every second was filled with small miracle. That could only be felt by to her that I just know love. I still remember how we tackled for a long time on the phone with my old Nokia cell phone. The number started with the number 3, and I had to top up thousand credit so I could continue to hear her voice. It didn't matter how long we could talk. What mattered was that I knew her was there, listening to me, and I heard her. I love her more than I could express in words. Maybe childhood love sounds simple to some people, but for me, at that time, the feeling was real, deep, and sincere. I wanted to always be with her, her alone. See her eyes sparkle when we talked about little things that only meant something to the of use. Every day, I looked forward to the moment when we could talk, exchange message, or just know that we still remember each other. However, life is not always about happiness. There are times when fate tests the sincerity of a person feeling. The day came so suddenly, without warning, and without any things and could anticipate. That afternoon, I had just finished performing pretty prayers. I stepped out of the mosque with a light heart, my mind still drifting to Yuke's likes message the side. Don't forget to earth hardening ace. I smiled, keeping the message in my heart, feeling that this world was so beautiful. I saw crossed the street without much touch, still carried away by that simple euphoria. Then everything happened so fast. A loud bang, my body would push back. The pain that momently paralyzed everything. The sound of people screaming, hurried step approaching. I was lying on the seat. My heart felt heavy. My body seemed to lose strength. I wanted to raise my hand, wanted to say something, but my voice was stuck in my throat. In my finding, consciousness, my mind was only filled with one name. I wanted to see him one more time, wanted to tell him that I was okay, wanted to hear his gentle voice, but everything was getting darker, further away, as if the world was pulling me away from everything I knew. I don't know how long life I've been silent in the void, but one thing I'm sure of, my first love will always be enough for me forever. Thank you for watching, and tomorrow we'll go back again. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.